Well, no, yeah, right. Good evening,
God's
ladies and
sake.
gentlemen. Just shush, yeah, I need to. Let's do this intro first and let's move on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix round for the F3 division. And what's next? As always, it's me, the Kimster7, and I'm joined by Jedi David. As usual.
Now, I might be Scottish, but at least I know how to speak English. Just saying.
Yeah, you clearly do, mate. To be honest, so you got that up on me. I might be in a higher tier in the racing, but you've got better English than me. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Welcome to the Mexican Grand Prix. It's good to be back commentating, as it usually is. It's always good fun to do this. This is something that I'd like to you all, which we do as zero viewers. So all of you, the zero people, to savour this. 17 drivers, ladies and gentlemen.
yes, we are in
This is a world
Q1
record.
for the first time in... I honestly don't even know
Ages.
how long.
Ages.
Yeah.
It was like back to like nearly start of the season, I think, when we actually, before we had all the drivers
Yeah.
like leaving because they had issues in RSF1 BS.
Also, another thing to note, we
Yeah.
have 3 new faces tonight. We have Cheesy Blues in the Williams.
Oh, so Williams
Original
coming out, actually,
96 in the Mercedes.
Here it comes.
Oh, geez, on the move, actually. Very nice to see him going so soon. And OMH 36 in the Ferrari. So, a warm welcome to all 3 of them. It'll be interesting to see how they perform tonight.
I guess who has another game sound?
Good.
Right, quick
We got
thanks
more
to
action.
Leon, as he's
I
just
believe
told me that it's a dry race.
That is
so
OMH is coming out. Followed by
Yeah, a
the
few
Red
people coming on
Bull
track.
of, I believe, Luggy. It is.
I'll tell you, one face we haven't seen in a while is Joshua. Welcome back, Joshua. He's been gone for quite a while, I'm pretty sure.
He is.
He's been here. So yeah, we've got a few people returning. So we've got Joshua. I think warm welcome back to Entrusted, who's been on holiday for a long time. So it's good to see him back in the other racing point. And I think there's one more that hasn't been on for a while, and I can't remember who it was. I think that's actually. So we've got 3 new boys, and 3 new boys and about 2 returnees, if you want to say that. Oh,
So everyone's currently on Outland except for Leon, Podium, Phoenix, and Original 96.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. One of the other new drivers from last week, Dun Thunder, is serving a race ban tonight.
I don't think he's in the league anymore, to be honest. He's already told someone to go leave, shove it up their arse, so he wasn't happy. But I think the first person out on track that
Okey-dokey.
is on the lap will be the new boy of Cheesy Blues, but I believe he has invalidated due to the 0 ERS deployment on his Williams car. I don't know who would be next, but I think it was Joshua that was next round in the McLaren. As Smiles joined back, must have had a no sound glitch like I am currently having. I don't know if I should leave or not, but I'm going to risk it. So I'm just going to wing it.
We don't want to have to restart the lobby again.
We don't. Yeah, but meanwhile Joshua's
Also,
coming
rather
around his lap,
interesting to
going through
see. Never mind, I'm talking nonsense. It's not Q2 yet. Everyone's allowed to on softs if they
yet.
want.
Yep.
Strategy's not in play yet, so ignore me. Ah, cool. Cheesy Blue, who does go fastest, obviously the only person set a time, is using, I believe, the pumpkin helmet from the Halloween update thingy.
Yeah, it's a funny looking helmet. As behind him, Leon Miner, who's just starting his lap in the Haas, getting a good slipstream off him. It's OMH, one of the new boys, 16.7, goes P1 in the Ferrari at the moment. Who's the next? I think it was Luggy, who does go fastest, so 16.6. So I don't know if that's just track evolution or it's just casually faster people getting faster and faster. Daniel goes 16-0. I'm pretty sure that's track evolution now. Just making the track even lot faster and faster. But I don't know who's next. I think it's Dano 132. Across the line 16-3. It's currently a runner 1-2. Let's go. GQ. But yeah, those are the people that are currently setting laps, or the have set laps as Entrusted. Welcome back, Entrusted, as always. 16.5 goes P3, so he might have been jet lagged to oblivion, but he's still got the pace. So someone just set a lap. It was Brett at 21.7 on the hard tyres.
Ooh, Joshua might be
Leon.
invalidated going into the stadium.
Leon Minor.
Oh, he's
across
definitely
the line,
invalidated in the stadium
18-0.
there, if he hasn't already.
How much curb did that man use? What he's been?
A bit too much. Let's say he used a bollard amount.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is the
Yeah.
worst noise I've ever heard. Oh my word.
Are you stuck on maximum revs again?
No, I haven't got game noise, Evening Spyro. But in the pit lane, you know, like France, where it's like the dee nee 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 nee. You can't hear the engine, but you could just hear the beeping.
Okay, that's
The
weird.
smile.
So you can hear all the ambient background noise, but not the actual engines, which is the whole reason that we have game audio in the first place.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Odd.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to sit without game audio at this point in time, but that's not my fault. Apologies for that, guys. But meanwhile, Smile, or SMLE, or whatever you want to call him, starting his lap. I think he just invalidated it. As Easton goes fastest. Never mind. So 15.5 from Beast Assassin, and then Easton did do a 15.9. So Easton celebrating his provisional P1 time, but then Assassin's like, no. So yeah, good pace from them too. Smile's going all over the road, and Smile, I'd love to ask you this, but your helmet looks very similar to what mine does. The same design, same colours, same car. Suspicious. But yeah, it's good to see someone copying the best.
He must be idolizing you, Oliver.
Yes. At times someone does. So a few people come into the pits.
He loves you so much that he's just wanting to beat you.
Although I've previously said in streams that he needs to start scoring points for Alpha, or I don't like him. Pretty sure I said that one time. That was a while ago, so.
He must have heard you. He's just gone into the pits.
Yeah. Right, I think original 96 is one of the new boys starting. He's going to start his lap now on the hard tyres, hard compound, which is the slowest one. So turn 1, he flies, or goes a bit deep. Ooh. Turn 1 and 2 wasn't the cleanest in the world, but I think he might have gotten away without invalidating it. But now down to turn 4, very deep, nice hairpin, second gear, swings the car around, back end sliding, now double right, double left, right, I don't know. Now we're going to come into the kind of wavy S's. Ooh, back end. Well, he's got no grip on those tyres.
Yeah,
He's run
that's
over
the validation.
Yeah, he's all over the road. So he's obviously struggling for grip somewhere. So
One thing
that's
I've
to me.
noticed is once you get them rubbered in, the hards are surprisingly good. And that is an amazing
Yeah,
thing to say, considering that the hards are, quite frankly, useless.
Around most tracks.
Pretty
yeah.
much everywhere.
But if it's like Monaco and you put it in the hards, then no one can pass you because you're on the slowest tyre. No one can overtake you.
Yeah.
So it's a valuable strategy around there. But we've done Monaco, thank God. So, but you can overtake around the track, as people have proved by dive bombing me into the stadium section, not the first part, not the second part, the third part.
Ugh.
So not this bit, that bit.
Yeah.
I was just trying to avoid Entrusted. As I think he's going to start his lap now. No? Okay, what? Right, so Entrusted.
I think Joshua's just moved up.
Joshua? Oh, yes. Joshua into P6 with a 16.4. At the moment, the times are very competitive. There, a lot of people are on. So from 9th to 4th is 4 temps. So the gaps are close. So it's good to see between them guys. Who is else? You're usually quite fun to watch. Onto the podium, starting his lap time on the soft tyres. So I'll see what this man, who's frankly probably going to win the championship. Sorry, Easton. As much as I like you.
Yeah. Can we just change his name to Inevitable Podium?
You know what? I want that. But whenever he doesn't finish on the podium, it'll be like, wasn't on the podium.
He might have had a bit of a lock-up in turn 1, but apart from that, the rest of Sector 1, that was pretty much bang on. He's got Dark Phoenix in the way,
ahead of
but
him.
he'll hopefully get out of the way fairly quickly, which he does. Good on you, sir.
Yep. From the ILR boys that I race with. Good lad. Liam Clements.
Nice.
Go follow him on Twitter. Great lad. But anyway, onto the podium, coming through the second sector now, going to start third. Looks like a pretty competitive second sector type. All wide, all back end.
Willow.
Literally snapped on in there. Was able to catch it, but that was about it. He's going to come around the final corner. This looks like a pretty good lap so far, so it could be a provisional P1 to. Oh my god.
Can we just give him the championship trophy now and tell him to leave?
Calm down, mate.
Bloody hell. What do you mean?
Just take it and leave.
That's only a tenth
Oh dear.
It's a tenth slower than my time trial time, and that's me going full pelt. I don't really like Mexico, so it's fair enough, but it's Q1. What's he going to do in Q3? What the Cheesy Blues going all over the road there, to be honest. SMLE, who I believe is on his lap now, in the Alfa Romeo, my car, and Jello's car, very loyal. I love that car. I can't wait to drive it tomorrow, but I'll probably get binned out as I usually do.
I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of Alfa Romeo, but that livery, and it just looks brilliant, and it's actually really nice to drive in the game.
It's probably one of the best cars, I think, in my opinion. Like, because equal cars, they're not equal because the engines are equal, the downforce is not. It's just very smooth. I think if you're on the pad, that just could be myself, but I don't know. But meanwhile, SMLE is going to come around the final corner. What time is he going to set? 16.7 goes. Wait, 16.7. Oh my god, that's close. He did a 16.7, but he's still P11. So he currently is through to the next session.
No, he's moved out to P11.
Yeah.
Brett goes P9, 116.6. Very consistent, close times in the top.
I know.
Well,
It's been
from 5th through
it feels
12th.
like F2,
Yeah.
and I can't.
So let's see, 4th through 10th, really.
Right. Anyway, Dano, I think he's just validated his lap. And I think he's actually missing a bit of a strong wing because he's understeering quite a bit. I mean, if I could have a camera angle, that'd be fantastic. Pretty much. Yes, he's missing quite a big chunk of his wing. Behind him, Hunted Lacative coming into the pits, and that beeping is going to get on my nerves.
Yeah, don't we know it?
Just every time I come to, every time the pits, it's just.
Easton must really want to use his tyres. He's done 6 laps on that set.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Original coming through Sector 2 now on a flying lap. Dark Phoenix, the only other non-time setter, is coming out.
So original was 96, one of the new boys in the Mercedes, alongside the experienced Brett. What time is he going to be able to put on those hard tyres? Goes last on the hards, but the hards aren't the best probably tyre for qualifying it. But
He's
they're
not
probably-
that far off of Mackie, and he was on the soft, so if he can get through, if he can get a faster time and get through to the next session, he could potentially move up in the order a bit.
I hate to break this to you, but Mackie's best time was set on the hards, so that 18.3 is on the hards.
Ah. Comment
Right.
rescinded.
As Easton's retired, so I guess he's finished, which he's probably safe. If you guys knock down to 15th all of a sudden, then I'll be whoa. But
Dark Phoenix and
uh,
the Alpha is just starting a lap.
yeah, I'm gonna watch him. I think I'm gonna do onboard lap commentary. If I can, 'cause
That was a
it's
pretty
pain in the
good
ass, isn't it?
outlap. He just did a 1:16.1 on an outlap. That's good enough
that's
for
not
5th place if he can get that.
Right, into turn 1,
Oh.
over the curbs quite aggressively there, through turn 2, through turn 3 as well, running a little bit on the curb on the outside, but going to open up DRS for the second DRS zone, then going to come towards the hard braking zone of turn 4, brakes, turns in, nicely done, and it's into the immediate hairpin, which is a bit of a pain. If you back in goes, you can't really catch it. Ooh, goes a bit deep into there, but shouldn't lose too much time if his other sectors are in right now towards the S section. My personal favourite part of this track, if you get it right, is fantastic, but when you get it wrong, you're invalidating and getting penalties. So, all over the curve there a bit, but I don't think that would invalid. He's kept going, so I guess he's still going for it. Into the stadium section,
he's
very
good.
tricky section. Alright, cool. Over the curves a bit there, nicely done. You don't read right, the curves are not best. But around the final corner he comes. What time is he going to be able to muster up in that Alpha? It looks like a relatively good time actually. It was 5th actually, 15.8,
That
so
is
good time for
pretty-
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. What are we watching that? Cheesy Blues, 4th. One of the new boys. The Williams.
Aye.
Oh, nice job, Cheesy.
Fair play.
Didn't even see that.
Oh, speak of the devil, there he is.
Yeah, he's just chilling with that pumpkin helmet, which looks very ugly to be fair on the Williams. Just white, blue, and orange. Just dark orange, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, gotta say, if you take the helmet off and it's just
Oh.
the head like Mark Webber in Brazil, then
that'd be weird.
I wouldn't have any complaints because, well, it's
Top
the
gear,
helmet,
aerial
but
out of-
the rest of the Williams looks alright.
Whereas face got
That's the
like
funny
ripped
thing about
back.
Williams. They've unfortunately not got the guts, but they definitely got the looks.
I know. Right, just want to point out that Original has come out and he's got 30 seconds to get around the track. So Original is probably out in this session. I don't think he'll be able to get around in time. He's got 22 seconds to navigate 2 sectors. Right, let's watch this
Not
guy.
happening, mate.
Thing is, Leon Miner behind him has come out now as well, so he's screwed as well. He's got 12. So, who else can I watch? I think Mackie's
4,
done.
3, 2, 1,
Oh, Leon.
and you failed.
Oh, the amount of people. Jesus, look how many people have finished.
No, they're all in the pits, aren't they?
Yeah. And Leon, that's caught on stream, bud. So you're going to be in trouble. Lovely. Oh.
Dare I ask?
There's no one's waiting for Mackie to retire, and then we will get on to Q2, which during that session we have unfortunately lost Smile, Leon, and Original. Oh, the 2 people that took each other out in Russia are going to be starting
No, we
16th
haven't.
and 15th.
It's only Leon and Original. Smiles 30's 15th.
We haven't done Q1 in so long I can't actually remember how it works.
Right, Q1 is the bottom 5, so that's 16th through 20th. Q2 is 11th to 15th. leaving the top 10 to fight it out in Q3.
Right.
Mm.
4 hours later, right, we'll get Q2 underway.
Hey.
Finally. By the time I heard the sound
What the
of
hell's
F1
going on
engine,
over there?
so I've got 500 XP for just watching stuff happen. Yay.
They're making.
Right,
There's
so-
5 people here listening to you making weird bird noises. Is what's going on.
9. Even worse.
Ah.
Right, so currently topping Q1 would be onto the podium with 14.7, Mad Lad. Then UK Race Assassin second, Amos Easton, the other championship protagonists. The top 3 are all championship protagonists, but those were the top 3. I think Cheesy Blues in 5th, 4th even, and WOR Dark Phoenix was in P5. So good effort from those guys to complete the top 5. But this is where it all matters. This is the point of if you are going to get through into the last part of qualifying and fight for the pole position. So yeah.
I'm predicting an abundance of yellow dots on the side, and yep, there's a few hards going on as well.
Oh, thank God, I've got game sound. Okay, I just had to wait for someone to start their engine up, and I'll whatever. So yeah, we've got a few people mixed tyre strategies. We've got Amos Easton on the hards, as well as Hunted,
Merc,
and
followed by a Ferrari,
that'll probably be Brett
followed
and
by an
Easton.
Alpha. Well, both Alphas actually. Oh, it's well choreographed.
We love you, Alpha. We do. We love you, Alpha. We do. We love you, Alpha. We do. Oh, Alpha, we love you.
Okay.
TG Gibby isn't in the chat yet, so I can make those songs.
So
But yeah, quite a few people are going to come out on track, it looks like. So OMH. I want to give this guy a nickname. OMH is going to be annoying to say every time. Oh my helmet.
That's even
Oh.
longer.
Oh God. Okay.
Wait.
Don't ever do that again, please. That scared me. He was weaving along the second DRS straight with his DRS open. That could have gone really bad. Like, you could have just lost it under.
Oh, you do not want to do that, son. No.
Yeah, I know, it's not the best of ideas, to be honest. Right, who can I watch?
No. I believe it'll be Brett, who's the Mercedes.
Yeah, he is. Yes.
As you increasingly take yourself towards mental insanity.
Oh, I'm
So
already
join,
there.
you can join that club. I'll get your jacket.
Cheers, mate. Right, so Brett, through to turn 1. Nicely done, through turn 2, and then turn 3, shifts up a gear, third. Short shifting, which is kind of the way to go in this game. I wouldn't know because I don't actually run manual gears, I run auto, so. Yeah. Just going to come around the hairpin a bit over the curves, kind of put him a bit wide going up into the exit of it. You got Daniel letting you through in the Renault, so he gets out of his way quite nicely. This lap hasn't been the most cleanest, not gonna lie, he's been kind of all over the road. He might not like this track. I mean, ooh, that's over the curves.
That'll be invalid. And is.
Hang on a minute. That's quite a big gap. Just because I remember Podium's second sector time was a 55.3. Brett's was a 58.0. There's a gap there.
Oh! Oh no, Brett!
That was on stream. No.
He's done a Valtteri Bottas.
I was just about to say that. Oh dear. So Brett is out.
And he's in the Merc as well, so that's a double
Qualified.
meaning. Oh,
Okay.
mate.
So we've lost Brett before it even begun, to be honest. We're
Unfortunate invalid lap, he could have gone again, but I think he's just proven otherwise.
God, his car's just sitting there.
That's a
Oh,
shame, yeah,
Dark
he kind of
Prince
needs to be
is lawn mowing.
Is that despawned then?
Oh, Hunted. What's happened to Hunted?
Hunted?
Hunted? He dead?
Direct. DN, he
Citizens?
crashed, yeah.
Oh yeah. He's, oh god, I missed that. I don't know where that would have been. There's a 2 and 3. Might have been just through the S's. I don't know.
I'm on board with P45, he's just going through that area, so I might see something.
Oh,
And
wait.
there he is.
Oh yeah.
Just on the
He
outside,
died.
just coming out of the S's.
Oh mate. He this Q2 is just spicing everything up, to be fair. But then we definitely lost Hunted and Brett. So yeah. Meanwhile, up the top of the timing sheets we have Dano P. I was about to say Dano P45. I was like, that's new. Dano 1 through 2 in the Renault. Never mind. So now I can say P45. Daniel P45 goes fastest on the mediums in the Renault, ahead of, nearly less than 10th ahead of his teammate, or about a 10th, to be honest. 70,000 gap. Ooh, wow, that's close.
Something I've noticed about the Renault's Halo, they have the Renault Sport logo on the front. That's not there in real life, however they're missing the Castrol sponsor on the left and right hand sides.
If you look, it's on the
Just a
mirrors.
little fun fact I thought I'd say.
Oh, Cheesy's out. Oh, I don't think he's in as
Cheesy.
well. Right, who's gonna want to see
he
this?
he has.
Right, I'm gonna support Daniel, who's going to the S's again.
And
Let's see.
that's unfortunate, because he actually did pretty well. Has he lost it
Yeah,
or
he's-
Hunted lost it?
Oh yeah,
He bloody has
oh,
as well,
no.
he's blocking the track.
Oh god,
Ooh.
what is wrong with that corner? Caught two
So
people
that's two
already.
drivers in the same
We're
corner.
about 3 or 4
Yeah.
minutes in to qualifying. So yeah, that's a corner to not be reckoned with. So at the moment we
And
have lost.
that'll probably
Unfortunately, Cheesy
Possibly
Blues.
screw people over, because... So go
It
on.
would have. I mean, if you come around that corner on a fast lap and you just saw that in the middle of the track, you would inevitably brake.
Yeah.
Just swerve. Not. I mean, if you trust in the game to select Ghost, you're mental because it just wouldn't, and it's gone. Bye. Don't leave.
When he's left.
Just because you're out doesn't mean you have to leave. I'm back. But meanwhile, Luxter, around the final corner he comes, and 17.3 goes P3 in the Red Bull, who's not the Red Bull, normally quite a fast car around it, but of course we're not on. There's cars and holy crap. So we've got 3 drivers separated by 70 thousandths of a second due to Assassin just putting it into P2, 15 thousandths ahead of Dano. So the times are very close tonight. When I say close, I mean
Very close.
OMH.
Thank you
new
for
boy.
that.
I think he's a new guy in the Ferrari. He's going to be coming round to do his lap. Ooh, back end a bit going, as he just nearly could have lost it where everyone else did. But he didn't, he kept control of his car. I don't think this is going to be the most competitive times, but we'll see what he can do. He's on the medium tyre, so he might be able to put it far up, or might put it far down. We'll have a look. Cross the light. Hang on. Scratch that. OMH goes P1, and the new boys goes ahead of Daniel, and ahead of Assassin, but we have not seen... Oh my god! Right, I need to watch this back on stream. Bloody hell. That was close. Ooh.
What happened there? I wasn't watching.
Oh no, I need to see this back on stream. So basically, OMH just finished his lap, he was kind of going a bit slow. Easton's come through to start his lap, and someone's come out the pits, and he's kind of weaved in between them both. That's worrying. As onto
I wasn't the
the
person trying
top-
to invite
top-
Cheesy Blue back, so if I'd seen that, obviously I could have recorded it. But
Oh, for God's sake, go away! Stupid times, man. Every time, so quick. Just like a second.
Mackey's not on that flying lap, man. I think there's a bit of confusion between Podium and Mackey. Mackey was coming out the pits, where Podium was very far to the right.
Maybe he's wanted to be over there. Easton's just put at P2, ahead of people on the mediums. So Easton's obviously been corner cutting. His way to P2.
And 5 laps old as well.
He does like to do a few amount of time, a good lap. What is it? But he, he does like to do quite.
But this
And
year he
about
wants to
laps
start
on
on that
his
tire
tyres.
5 laps old.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Oh, hello. Has Mackey just gone into the back of Podium?
I don't know, has he? Yeah, Mackey's
He
missing
has. Hopefully, that I've just recorded that. Hopefully, that'll actually go for the amount of length it needs to. Basically, what happened was Mackey and Podium are going into the stadium, and Podium kind of should have got out of the way because Mackey was about to go on a flying lap. But now they've just gone back into the back of each other.
Oh,
Mackey now
interesting.
doing a flying lap.
Easton, that's a very late
missing an end plate.
pit entry. Though. As SMLE's just stopped in the stadium section. And off he goes. He's going to wait for the fans. Or say it on his way. Meanwhile, Joshua's about to start his lap, I think. In McLaren, so I'll keep an eye on what you can do. Going
Stop
200
beeping.
and 210. Have you got the pit lane zone?
Yep.
Yeah, it's annoying. I think it was when you don't have any game audio apart from no car sound, so it's just it sounds like a big ambulance. Like in the middle of London or something. I don't know.
I mean, I see ambulances every single day where I work, so I can disagree with you on that.
Where do you work?
Elgin. A lovely little town in Scotland where nobody knows how to drive. Seriously, people in Elgin, you have mirrors and indicators for a reason.
The whole Elkin community is currently watching the stream. He has spoken.
Elgin. E-L-G-I-N.
Elgin. Elgin.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Joshua has been setting a very good couple of sectors. He's got across the line, 17-0. Although that looked like a very quick lap, hit pretty much every apex and was going very quick. He couldn't go P1, but it's still 6th fastest, so it's alright.
2,000th behind Assassin.
Really? Oh my god, these times are ridiculously close. I mean, come on. I mean, they're very
We're
close
looking
apart
for
from
a
the
fairly
one guy currently
consistent
in
race.
P1.
Or close race, even.
Hopefully, yeah.
So Cheesy Blue's yet to
Jeez.
rejoin, however, as I'm saying that... Who the heck is that?
Oh no, wait, what was his game attack?
S-E-W-E-S-E.
I'm trying to look him up. Right, okay, it's not. Okay, he's gone. I was going to say, if you know about the Spursy incident, I thought that would have been Spursy, to be honest. As Luggy, meanwhile, in the Red Bull, has currently put it P2, 4 attempts on podium. He was on the mediums. So it must be so good for podium. It must be so nice to be podium at the moment. Because you're just so quick that you know that you can go faster on harder compounded tyre. with just no ease. Like, can you just, I mean, if you put it, you might be able to actually have a fight with people if you actually like put them in division with bloody me and everyone else in the higher divisions. He probably still won't be because
He's the guy. He needs some sandbags. His speed's too high.
Fair enough. Right, so AMS Corner Cut has come out on track and he's going to start his lap as Mackie has retired, so that's Mackie out of session. That's Mackie out of qualifying.
He crashed because as he says that,
yellow
sector 3 as he says that. No.
Anyway, we were saying about AMS Corner Cut, who was going, never mind, Doc Phoenix's teammate, Smile gets out of his way on his lap because I think the two alphas was very close on the track. So yeah, I think Easton's made a mistake because he's down to 0 ERS, so I might have corner cutted. He's definitely corner cutted. that's something that I can be sure of. WOR Dark Phoenix has ended his qualifying as he's cut the final couple of corners, so that is Dark Phoenix out. So he will be starting on the hard tyres, unfortunately for him.
Oh, okay. I think I just found a brilliant new feature with Xbox. I swear there's been some kind of update recently. I'm just going through the Find Someone section, see if I can get Cheesy Blue back in the session. Yeah, they actually have a thing where, like...
Yeah, I know, it tells you, like, the followers and everything.
Words.
It's like a list of people.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Like, recommend... Well, not recommend, but related results, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I could speak English now.
So, that is the qualifying session. Done.
Oh, what the hell? As I was doing that, I just seen in the background, Dano's just going to the back of the Alphas.
He is finished. That's his AI.
Oh, I think they might have been AI, but yeah, Dano's basically just crashed into the back of Phoenix.
Phoenix is nowhere near him on track.
Oh, yeah, Dano, when he crashed, he got pushed into the wall. Whereas Phoenix just carried on.
Interesting.
Yes.
Right. So, that is Q2. We have lost Mackie in the McLaren, Cheesy Blues in the Williams, who doesn't set a time, and also Hunted, who also didn't set a time, and WOR Dark Phoenix, who also didn't set a time, and Brett, who crashed very early on in the session. Those are the people that are out in the session. Meanwhile, podium tops the timings of the two Scotsmen in second and third, OMH, another noob guy in fourth, so good result for the noob. I would say newbie, because if he's a newbie, then he'd be probably quite far down, but yeah, he's in fourth, good result for him, and the top five rounds off by Daniel in the Renault. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. Jedi race for me tomorrow.
So what?
Can you race with me tomorrow?
You're racing tomorrow, yes.
No, can you race for me tomorrow?
No. One, I'm already in a different division in the same league. Two, Wednesday's family night, so yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Three,
okay, never
my
mind.
back has been in rather serious pain since Saturday, so I'm actually lucky I'm even here tonight.
Oh, okay. So,
Podium goes out
first-
since immediately left the session.
yeah, I know, I guess he's lost position. Lost position, lost connection even. And he's back.
Never
So
mind.
that coming out on track just didn't matter because he left and now he's back. So that makes Entrusted the first person on track, followed by OMH or Owen Wilson. So yeah, the Ferrari and the Racing Point, the first two out on track. I don't know who will be next, but I believe that was a.
Well, it's
Renault.
red, so. So
So
his
Renault's
name's
coming out on
Owen
track.
Wilson. He's driving a red car. He needs to change his number to 95.
Ciao.
Yes. Thank you for understanding that reference.
But
I
anyway,
will say though,
Dano,
number 36
132.
looks surprisingly good on the Ferrari. Just saying.
Fair enough. But yeah, interested out on track first. Two Renaults also, Yukabe's Assassin, and that is it. Luggy's another one because they come out on track. Podium's still in the pits. Easton's also coming out, and Podium is having troubles getting back in the lobby. It seems. So that's good to be. It's good to be Easton at this point in time because if he disconnects one more time, we won't be able to get back.
It's very wide from OMH in the stadium.
Meanwhile, Justin just started flapping. He's literally just hit the wall coming out of the exit of the final corner. Well, yeah.
Again.
He didn't do a Bretton Bennett, so you got to say he's kind of lucky.
Yeah, we've already had one DNF. No,
Oh.
another one. Ah.
Another one, but a level 1 bloody goes again. Another one gone, another one gone, another one left the game. Hey, let me get back in the lobby, because we need drivers now. Holy
Oh,
crap!
hello.
What?
Um,
Hang on a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you see
please
that?
tell me you just saw what I saw. Did you
Yes.
just see AMS Easton's car stopped on track?
That was... What? He's been disqualified as well. Oh my god. He wasn't even in the lobby, so I don't know why he's been disqualified. So Easton's been disqualified, so
I've
he will be starting
recorded
at
that,
10th.
but I'm not sure what the outcome's going to be, if any.
That shouldn't be. That's not gonna be his fault. That'll be Goldmaster's fault for just not
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
him back in the pit lane if he left. So
What
yeah.
the heck?
that was scary because I was literally watching as Easton's car as Mackey's left. Have we done a lobby restart or something? Because he's left as well.
Nice.
I don't know because I haven't been told about anything in chat.
So if Easton does get back into the lobby and finds out he's just been disqualified,
He's
fairly
very
certain
unhappy
we have a
about
very angry Tifosi on our hands.
it. Yeah, there's still one car left, so I guess it's alright. Of OMH.
Not gonna lie, I've seen some pretty odd things from Cody's over the years, but that's a league of its own. I've never seen an AI just stop once the driver's left.
Yeah, I know. It happened once. I was engineering Sarah one race. I think it happened to one driver where his car was literally stopped on the apex of a corner in France, and it was ghosting, so people could drive through it. But it's like he was back in the lobby. He was trying to control his car, but he couldn't move. So he was kind of like revving the engine and everything. So he's stuck on the curb. Like I think he was like half on the curb and half off, but his car was glitched, so he couldn't actually move. But yeah, meanwhile, Dano currently top of the standings with a 16-0. Trusted does a 20.5. After I think he was hampered by the slow car of Easton. So but it's not Easton's fault; it's Codemaster's fault. Blame them always. Blame the devils.
I've said it
Uh,
before, I'll
so-
say it again. I would not give a damn if they skip 2020 to fix their crap for 2021.
I would because I've played every F1 game since 2009, so I need to have every
Yes,
installment.
I have to. I've played
Best game is
2012, but I
definitely
haven't actually
2009.
owned it. No. Never say that in my presence again. When I was a 9-year-old, getting it on Christmas of that year, on the Wii, it was brilliant, but that's because I was a little 9-year-old. I'm now 19-year-old, and we've obviously got Xbox One now.
Oh, he's back.
Oof.
Oh god, what's the reaction going to be? This isn't going to be
Yeah.
funny. He's not going to be happy because unless he's got someone in the party with him telling he's just been disqualified. Coming back in the lobby to see you're out of the session and been disqualified, I would flip.
If only, I'd love to be the fly on the wall in that party.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I've just disconnected. Let's get back into the lobby and see how long I've got left to set a lap. What the hell? I've been disqualified? What the hell?
You know what's funny? I literally thought
Yeah.
that you've just disconnected because you literally just said, "Oh, I've disconnected."
No.
Yeah, I
Just,
did say you left the lobby. Yeah, I know you're talking about Easton.
why would I be disqualified? I'm a spectator.
No, I was talking about you said you disconnected. So I was like, "Oh my god, do I have to invite you back?" But it didn't say you left, so I was like, "Oh,
Oh, no.
I'm talking about Easton."
Yeah.
As I've discovered, it's too hot for slippers. Unbelievably, in this room, it feels really warm. It feels like a sauna.
We trade rooms.
Calm down.
Oh, for God's sake.
14-7.
Oh, hello. That was a wall, SM.
FM.
That
SMLE
wall
FM.
might be a bit of a hot point, because Brett crashed and took himself out. Entrusted, I think you said he hit it on his...
He kind of like, he was starting his
Smiles
lap
just
and he
hit
kind
it
of like ran a
on
bit
the
wide and kind of hit it, but he didn't
Yeah.
lose. I don't think he lost any time because he hadn't started his lap yet, so it's all good.
So, Podium's actually back in the session, Easton's back in the session. Did you say Mackey's back as well?
Yeah, so yeah. If there was a lobby restart,
Yeah,
it's
have a-
come to nothing because they're all back. So
However, he's no longer the session host, so
I don't know
whoever
who
it's
the
been
game's
transferred to, we don't know what the connection is going to be like in terms of hosting, so... Yeah. And yeah, I did think that was a bit of an invalidation from Assassin. As he's back into the pits. So,
Podium
Easton's got
puts
some
the
work
ball
on his
up.
hands. Oh, hello. Yeah.
Puts the ball coming to the pit lane and it's just followed him down the pit lane. Apparently, it's coming with him. It's his new best friend. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm in the Podium fan club
Podium's just come into the pits and
go with
Justin's
you.
just come out, so he's having to wait. I
Ha.
hate when that happens, especially at the end of the session. When
I
like,
can
if that's-
relate.
I tell you, if that's happened to me once in a league race before, and I've literally had to wait for someone to come out and track, and that's hampered my efforts of going out again. So I ended up. I mean, I think I still had pole in that race, but that was back when I was literally.
I say I can relate to that. What happened is, I came in, and they were just sitting like jacking the car and taking it in as Kane was trying to go out. Kane Robbo.
That's happened to that's happened to me.
So he lost
it just
about
happens.
a minute there, but oh well.
I think it's happened to me in mini
Yeah.
fitness as well before, but it happens to everyone, to be honest. It's just timing. Never works. Right, so we've got Luggy 2402, SMLE, Entrusted 21, and Dino 132. You're probably wondering why I didn't pronounce all the numbers and letters at the end of his name, Smile's name. Good reason for that.
There's no point.
Yes. Right, so I think first person that we will have who's in our lab, who will start his lab, will be AMS. No! I was supposed to say AMS Dano. Dano 132 is going to be first person to start his lap in the last part of qualifying. As, yep, okay, cool. What? Okay, what? Whoa, okay. Dano's through turn 1 looks pretty clean. Turn 1, 2, and 3 very nicely done. I'm going to open up the DRS along the second DRS straight. It's pretty clean. No invalidations yet, hopefully. He's marginally up as OMH, I believe, has just gone P3. As I can't actually watch him because I can't. My game's being a pain in the arse. Yeah, OMH I think has just gone P3 in the Ferrari, so that's good to see from him. I was watching Dano, but that means Dano's pushed down one position. I think, but I'm not 100% sure. There's a yellow sector 3. What's happened there? Someone crashed.
Beast Assassin is going
no.
unbelievably slow through the stadium.
Joshua. What happened to Josh? Not retired.
I think he's crashed. There's yellows coming through sector 3.
I think much part of the pit lane. Even though you're retiring the pit lane, it gives yellow flags for some reason. It happens. As Dano gets within.
God's sake, Cody's.
Obviously, he gets within a touching distance of the leader, but it's still a 6/10 gap, so that's yeah. Never mind. So qualifying will be over in 36 seconds, or 35 seconds if you want to round up. Just maths, yes.
That did not make any sense whatsoever.
I know. Meanwhile, onto the inevitably top step of the podium, as well bloody every week. What inevitably podium or inevitably race win, whatever, I don't know what you want to call him. It started his lap on the racing point, so I'm gonna. I know you guys probably don't want to see him, but he's gonna keep an eye on him because he's podium and he's our man. He's gonna win because he's too fast. Yeah, I'd love to see it if he just bins it, and he'll probably just go in the stream after him, but I'm sorry, I hate you. You gotta give some, like, our championship in F2 is 9 points between me and Skunk. I feel bad for Easton because Easton, there's a big gap difference between Easton and Podium. They're so different pace, but I think Easton's starting 10th and Podium probably going to start on pole. That's going to be
Okay, I was
hard work
about to
for
record
Easton.
Luggy there for just blatantly cutting in the stadium, but never mind, he was just getting out of the way of Podium.
Oh god, someone's about to go
I might have
faster.
actually been entrusted because he just went in the pits. It was entrusted because Podium's just coming
we're
up
about to see a
behind.
blitz. We're about to see a blitz. Jesus Christ. Podium, mate. 1 point. Wait, what was that? 9/10 gap.
Oh,
Actually, wait,
OMH,
hang on.
OMH has just
gone
gone P2.
Yeah, I was going to say it was about a second and a bit gap. But OMH puts a end to that, and yeah, that was qualified for the Mexican Grand Prix. We're up to 52 minutes already on this stream, and it's only been qualifying. It feels like ages. Jesus Christ. Right, so Podium takes pole position inevitably with OMH in the Ferrari, the new boy starting second, so it's good to see him up there. UKB Assassin with Dano, those guys third and fourth. Daniel in the other Renault starting fifth. Luggy in the Red Bull, the Scotsman starting sixth. Joshua in the McLaren starting seventh. Trusted in eighth. Some SMLE in ninth, and AMS Easton after having disconnect and his car literally unfair being stopped on track. Nothing that he could have done to help or to do anything. Unfortunately disqualified from qualifying, and he will be starting 10th. I tell you, it would be really bad if it disqualified and put him last on the grid. If that's what, if those are the rules, then ouch, that hurts. So we have the race now to watch, and hopefully it's going to be a good one, and hopefully I actually have game sound. Because a race with no game sound is going to feel like really weird.
The only sound you're gonna hear is the beep 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 when someone comes.
Every
through the
time
pits.
in the pit lane. Oh, hang on a minute, I just need to quickly get something. I just need to... And I've just fallen on the floor. Lovely. Right, come here. I can't reach you. Oh, you've fallen over. Right. And I've tried to flip it at the end. Oh, this is
And
new.
despite the new
Mackie readying
drivers,
up and...
The thing's actually been respected.
Oh, that's too much to
I think we have gone insane because the rules have actually been followed.
Well, it's the fact that, yeah, Mackie's actually readied up and... Oh my god. I don't like this.
Right, are
I'm
we going to
not-
go
I'm not-
straight
I'm
on
not
to the
comfortable with
go
this.
sign, or are we actually going to get a formation?
Oh yeah, I
lap this
remember,
time?
yeah. Yeah, formation lap.
Oh, we did red lights
And
there, but no,
thank
we do have a
The
formation lap.
Lord. I've got game sound.
Yes.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
Scary.
more to the point. Our pole sitter, obviously, is onto the podium. Another immense session from him in the Racing Point. Second place, one of our debutants tonight, OMH36 in the Ferrari. UK Beast Assassin in the Toro Rosso starts third. The two Renaults of Dano 132 and Daniel P45 in 4th and 5th respectively. Luggy in 6th place for Red Bull. 7th, who's still on the grid, Joshua in the McLaren.
That's really sad. He's the only one who's
Entrusted
been on the grid.
21.
That is actually quite sad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna screenshot that because
Must be a
that
bit of
looks really
Carl Sainz
funny.
moment.
I mean, I'm gonna take all HUD off and just screenshot that. Sorry, Josh.
Where was
Right.
yeah, Entrusted
Josh.
21 in the second racing point is 8th. DXT Miles, wherever you are, can you please leave? This is a league race. SMLE in the Alfa Romeo, how much, is in 9th with AMS Easton. Some very questionable problems with Codemasters puts him 10th after an unfortunate disqualification. Mackie starts 11th in the second of the McLarens. Hunted LAX, getting into a cluster here, 13th in the Red Bull. 14th the other Alfa Romeo of WR Dark Phoenix. Brett in the second Mercedes is 15th after an unfortunate crash in Q1. Leon Meyer in the Haas, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be in the Williams, but whatever, is 16th. And Original 96, another of our debutants tonight, in the other Mercedes is 17th. I shall hand you back over now to Kimster for the race start.
Alright, just because I'm a rebel and... Okay, what camera angle? I'm just literally looking at turn 1 from the camera
Thank
angle.
you,
Okay.
I don't want to see this.
And it's going to be 5 lights and it's going to be right, and we're off. Okay, hang on. OMH with a great start. He's already pulled alongside and he's got ahead of podium.
Oh wow.
Of course, this is a very long run to turn 1 and there's going to be overtakes and Dano's going for the lead already. It's going to be about 20 million wide.
Guys.
Oh my god. Dano, is he going to be able to take the lead?
Oh.
Podium round the
God,
outside,
God,
takes
God.
it. Oh, that's close.
Fudging hell.
And there's probably crashes everywhere back there, I don't know.
There's a bit of carbon
Hang on,
fibre.
They have not kept it clean. They have not. Calm down.
There was a
This-
bit of
I
carbon
don't like
fibre
this.
flying, but apart from that, we have just survived turn 1 at Mexico in an online lobby.
Ah, I'm done. I'm going in a bit.
Yeah, we have gone
Going to bed.
mentally insane, Ollie.
Alright, cool.
And as I'm saying
Nice
that,
to know
put
that.
background all over the show.
Indeed. So, but meanwhile, up the front, onto podium after losing the lead into turn 1, he's literally went round the outside and took it back, so he's going for it as Easton. Hang on, no, don't Mackie. Mackie's gone from, I don't know where he was, to last. So he's had a bit of an incident. Oh, Easton! Jesus, he's struggling with his tyres at the moment. Can't warm him up, I don't think. The hards, he's started on the hards unfortunately, but I don't know if he wants to start on those.
Yeah, they need to be rubbered in for a bit before that.
Oh yeah, he did all those laps on them, didn't he? He did laps.
Yeah.
Four
Oh
laps,
yeah,
six.
he's got a tyre wear already. 5 laps.
Yeah, he'll have loads. Jesus. So,
Can I just draw your
Yeah,
attention to the
Easton.
fact that Dano almost got the lead from the start in the round?
no, he wasn't running low wings or something. He literally went for it. Meanwhile, back
As
at
I'm saying
in
that,
the-
could have an
in
overtake here.
the kind of mid front pack.
And
Actually, hang on,
SMLE
Smile
round the
started ninth.
outside of Luggy. That was a brilliant move.
Smile started
Ooh,
ninth.
Luggy
No,
with the
Smile
cutback.
started ninth. He's already got to fourth,
Yeah.
fifth even. So he's having a bit of a stormer, and he's being attacked by the Renault of Daniel. Look, he locks up in front. Meanwhile,
Ooh,
Joshua's
Josh,
getting
trying to
overtaken
go down
by
the inside. Oh, look
Assassin.
at this beast assassin down the inside of Josh.
Meanwhile, Trusted watching
Might
all of
just
this
have to yield
as
there, and he has.
Daniel and Smile going to side by side towards the S's. It's going to be close. Is King clean? Smile's off the track. He's going to have. Ooh, they're going to side by side. Jesus. Smile's all over the road. He's just trying to find a way back to get onto the track. Meanwhile, he's got Joshua up behind him. He's going to have a look from the inside. He's going to go for it up the inside. Original's retired.
Oh, Original 96
At this
retired.
contact. I don't know what happened to him. I just bend it in the S's or something. Oh, Smile, you've got to leave him room, son. Podium sets the new fastest lap as Original's gone. Fortunate to see. Doesn't know what happened to him. He must have just binned it. Unfortunately, just what happened on Mexico. Very easily to bin it.
Well, Sector 2 and Sector 3 at the same time. It must have been that bit where
Meanwhile, Smile's
Cheesy
going
Blue
to come under
and
pressure
Hunter
again from
lost in
Joshua.
qualifying.
In the Renault, not in the Renault, in the McLaren. Down the inside. Oh, there's contact between those
Oh, look
two.
at Beast Assassin around the outside. That is a brilliant
Yeah, he's
capitalisation
taking
from the
advantage
Toro
of all of
Rosso.
it. He's gonna not going to take 2 positions in 3 corners. Here he comes. Took down the inside. Smile breaks late. Defends.
Well, that was a corner cut there, I think.
Ooh, Smile's defending pretty well here. Very late breaking as Assassins get past. He's going to lunge on the inside. Oh, that's close.
I mean,
I'll tell you what,
credit where credit's
these
due.
first
That
3
was
laps-
pretty good driving
Oof.
from Assassin.
I know, we've had it. This starts so far. Mental.
Yeah.
Go on, lads. As Estimate.
Oh,
Smile!
SME.
Jesus! That was a save and a half. I think he did hit the wall there.
That's the corner where
And
everyone's
here
been
comes
losing
Hunted
it,
round the
so
outside.
fair
isn't
play
it?
keeping
Oh,
that on
Hunted
the
round the
road.
outside. In the stadium. What's a move? And, right, Smile is now under threat from Leon. This is never going to end well between these 2.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah.
Leon's now got the DRS.
Guys,
He's probably just going to move.
Please tell me you've learned from Russia.
Oh.
Oh, Smile. Don't you dare
saw
try
Smile.
that again.
I saw
Don't
Smile have a
you
little look.
dare do that.
Oh god. Right, here comes Easton.
That is exactly how
Oh,
Russia got
oh my
started.
God, oh my
boy.
god.
Oh,
Easton's going to go for a double overtake.
guys.
Down the inside.
Oh my god.
Mackie's taking the watch. This is why it's so chasing. Oh my god, this race
Entrusted
is
as
incredible.
well.
Oh,
Brett's
here
going
comes
for
Brett.
it as well.
Oh my god, I love this race
Oh my-
already. Only on lap 4. Oh, wait, there's 36 laps for this.
Oh,
there's contact
hello.
and there's a crash. And we've had a domino effect. I don't know who that was, but I think that was Leon, which you're getting half
I believe that
run.
was Leon and Mackie.
I don't even know what happened, to be fair. As Mackie's tapping the back of Leon. Mackie might
That was
have been
unfortunate.
damaged, I'm not
That was
100%
good racing. Unfortunately,
As Mackie does not have been
that's
damaged,
probably
but
that's probably what's going to happen when you're so close together.
Mackie's going to have a look down the inside coming into the stadium. It's contact. Mackie goes a bit sideways. Smile's going to try and take advantage of this. Going
Oh
okay,
my
what?
Smile!
Flying Jippo? What's that?
What are the Alphas
I'm
doing
sorry,
right now?
The Alphas are going. I mean, it's good to see them 2 fighting, but
Well, the
Smile's
wheel to
gone
wheel
from what?
the pit
P4
straight.
to P13? He's just dropped
Yeah,
so many
P9,
positions.
P4, P13. Well, Mackie.
Mackie's going to overtake Smile as well, so Smile's gone from up at the front where he
Oh,
normally
maybe not.
Smile behind the
Oh,
outside,
he's
he's
gone
going to
very,
defend.
very deep indeed.
Oh wait, Smile's got big
Oh
damage.
boy.
Yeah, he's got quite a bit of... He's losing an
Yeah.
end plate on his one of his sides as Brett's had to come into the pits, fit on the medium tyres. Oh god, this race. I'm already losing my voice. Like, wow. I mean...
Oh,
Good.
oh my god, Easton, round the outside of Josh, just coming into the S's. How he's pulled that off, I
Oh
don't
my
even know.
God.
He hasn't actually. Yeah, so the first of the S's,
Oh,
he's
hang
just
on.
gone around the outside there.
Hunted. Oh wow, that's pretty impressive. I wish I'd
Yeah.
seen that now. As Hunted has got wing damage, so Hunted's going to lose time and probably a position to Easton. This podium just goes faster and faster, 5 seconds out in front of...
Phoenix and
Oh,
Leon,
OMH had left.
wheel to wheel going through
Oh,
the
Mitch is in
stadium.
second as well.
Oh, he's not left enough
No.
room.
Oh. Did I miss?
Phoenix
Oh.
hasn't left enough room for Leon. He's essentially spun him going to the stadium.
Oh, right. But anyway, there's this
unfortunate, I have to
little
say.
bit of a fight. Hunted trying to go around the outside of
Hunting.
AMS corner cut as Hunter's nearly getting
Bit of a
spun.
touch.
But Hunter's going to have the DRS as will Easton. No, Easton will have the DRS, never mind. Joshua behind him is going to have the DRS as well as Entrusted as well will have it.
Hunted
Everyone has
dies
DRS
down the
as Hunter's-
inside.
Ooh.
Easton,
Without
very
DRS, he's
nice
still
to
going
cut
for it.
back, and
As
Joshua
Joshua's
might be
gonna come-
capitalising on this.
Joshua's... Oh my god, this
He
race.
is down
Hunted-
the inside.
Hunted-
Goes the McLaren.
Oh my
They're
god.
wheel to wheel, guys.
Oh.
Oh, Josh went for a look there.
Yeah, he had a little peek into his to up his inside, but
And
As they're
Hunter
both
and
running
Josh
quite
go
wide.
very wide.
oh, Assassin with the penalty. He's chasing. Oh, Luggy up the inside of Assassins in the stadium. Luggy's trying to attack for this 4th position, maybe even get a 3rd. Off of the 2
Yeah, so
runners.
OMH is driving
up
around
there.
as an AI right now.
Yeah, he left. I think he must have disconnected.
As
can't go
Josh
back.
goes for a rather early stop
Yeah,
and
he's
retires.
retired.
Okay.
Oh. I don't know why
I
that
mean,
was, but it was,
he was
Didn't wanna
doing
race.
alright.
maybe he had to go somewhere. and then,
Smile
like, He had
pits.
to retire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile into the pits. I think he just has wing damage, so he's going to get out. Head, maybe, I don't know. Not over yet for Smile, but we'll see what you can do. Maybe a safety car can catch him up or something, I don't know. Check, I'm calling copyright on that helmet. There's an 8-second gap on lap 7 this race. From the first and second, boys. That's good to see, isn't it? Love to see it. Close racing, as always. But I'm sorry, but these midfield battles have been incredible to watch, to be fair.
See, this is why I agree with Carlos Sainz. The midfield doesn't get enough screen time.
Well, to be fair, the front runners were battling quite a bit anyway. That can be
Yeah.
good, so.
We all know that Ferrari are going to end up taking each other out, and Hamilton's going to get the win. Unless, of course,
Well-
Hamilton has a bad day and Verstappen gets the win instead. That's how F1 works right now.
Wait, what time
Hamilton
is it?
or
It is-
Verstappen wins it,
Oh.
unless the Ferraris don't take each other out.
You know what? As much as I love commentating, I'm missing I'm a celebrity, yeah?
Ugh. Ugh.
What?
What is the point of that show? Just a bunch of...
Bunch of sweaty nerds.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude,
Assassin's
but
attacking Daniel for P3.
celebrities
Gonna
who
try and go
aren't
around outside.
exactly in the limelight anymore, going around eating a bunch of bugs. Not that's kind of all it is.
Yeah, I see your point.
And every name,
But anyway,
apart from this year, where I've actually started recognising quite a few, I recognise fewer and fewer names.
yeah, I know. It's
Oh, I think the Harry Redknapp
Mm.
last year, the year before that, I didn't even know anyone. And Trusted
Harry
all over the
Redknapp,
place in the
Portsmouth.
S's.
Portsmouth manager when they won the FA Cup in 2008. Woohoo. Legend.
Tottenham manager when they beat reigning champions Inter Milan in the 2011 Champions League. Tottenham being
Yeah.
rookies in that season, surprisingly. They didn't beat them, but the game actually I think they did, but the game I'm remembering, they were losing 4-0 at half time, they came back to 4-3.
Fair enough.
Anyway, while we're rambling about
As-
Tottenham and I'm a celeb, Daniel P45 is right on the back of UKB's Assassin.
He is. Assassin, this is the corner they're coming up to now, went round the outside the previous lap to take that third position off Daniel, but he's in 0 ERS, so he's probably trying to save a bit so he can attack later in the race, but he's keeping the gap kind of close without using as much of the ERS, so he's keeping it consistent at the moment. But meanwhile, AMS corner cut is on the back of Luggy, so who moves past and lets him through. Luggy.
Come on.
I want to fight.
He's on
Wait, have you got
softs
wing
as well,
damage?
he should theoretically be easier.
Oh, yeah, Luggy's got a bit of his end plate missing on the right side. Or on the left side, one of the two. He's missing a bit of his end plate, he is. Maybe entrusted, can take advantage and maybe take him. Yeah, Luggy's losing time because that wing damage around here is pretty crucial. As he's going to peel off into the pit lane, so he is off and OMH is back. And you're in P10 at the moment, so you're going to get points, my sir. So OMH is
That is
back
unfortunate
good
because
to
I
see.
believe he was second when that happened.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Mackey's
Mackie,
retired
what's happened there?
in the pit lane. OMH is
And
OMH
OMH
is gone again.
just left again. Okay.
Yeah, that was on track. Closest one I think is Daniel to Assassin, then oh wait, no mind, Luggy to Hunted. So the two Red Bulls are close on track. You know, oh, Hunted, cheeky.
And both getting penalties in the same corner.
Yep.
Well done, guys. Well done.
It's like a Red Bull accursed.
Ooh, massive lockout from Rookie.
No, he's on the hard tyres, so he's trying to just get used to them at the moment. Hards aren't great. I haven't done much
Yeah, it
practice around
says hard. I'm seeing yellow.
That's a visual glitch.
God's sake, Codemasters, figure this out. You've only been doing it for about a decade.
Are you trying to tell people that that's not a long time?
So what? You're gonna dip there?
Huh?
Your mic kind of dipped there. I didn't hear the full sentence.
You're trying to tell people that a decade is not long enough.
Depot? I'm not. What?
Decade?
No, it's a joke.
10
They've
years.
been doing it for a decade. Surely they should know what they're doing by now.
They do know what they're doing. It just never works properly. So yeah, it's upsetting, but oh well. What
Do you have
can we
any
do
idea how
apart from just play
how
the game?
counteractive that statement actually is?
No.
Anyway, I think the closest we've got is Leon Miner on AI 36.
You just can't buy past him. Bloody hell. Go on, AI. So Leon's got a fuel warning light already, and a green.
I mean, he's had that the whole
sign,
race.
So... Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Might have underfilled his car or something, and I don't know.
Yeah, he had that when the cluster going through the S's on that one.
Oh, right.
As Phoenix just got past and trusted in turn 1.
And I guess Leon's going to get past AI 36 right now, as he goes past and moves up into 9th position, 8th even. Never mind. There's a battle to watch up the front as Dano is being caught rapidly by UK-based Assassin. So yeah, that's a battle that we can watch as is entrusted on the back of Dark Phoenix. So we've got
hello.
a couple of battles.
SMLE.
2. Oh dear. Oh, he's lost his front wing. He's lost
Was
it.
facing the wrong way in the S's.
Yeah. He's had a mare.
And he also has no front wing. Which is unfortunate.
Ooh. I saw that all.
Very nearly lost a wheel there.
I know he's. Ooh.
Jesus Christ, son. It's almost another 2 walls that could have knocked his suspension. And he
there
takes
goes-
out the pit
and-
bollard and gets a speeding penalty. I think he might be retiring, and he has. Yeah, the speed he was coming into the pit, I'm pretty certain that's the speed of a guy who doesn't really care right now.
Yeah, probably.
And
Sucks to be
that's
small.
unfortunate. Yeah. Games can be harsh.
But yeah, ugh.
So we're
Assassin is on the back
almost
of Dano
halfway into
for
the
P2.
race. Yep. We're almost halfway into
Almost.
the race. Podium has a 13.5 second gap over second place. He's just gained 3/10 through the last sector alone. Make that 4.
What's this guy?
Yeah.
Right,
I'm sorry,
meanwhile,
I've-
just because I want to talk
Is
about
that,
this.
is his engine got a Mercedes Ferrari hybrid or something? Because that is not the Racing Point Mercedes that we know.
Probably not, but anyway, Assassin is just past Dano for P2, so and as P2 it's gone on a sealed late break and fight back, which he does not. He sensibly stays behind. He's probably going to wait for the DRS.
Hunted and Leon Miner, wheel to wheel through the stadium. Hunted's actually missing an end plate.
I think he's
Not
missing
sure if
that.
there was contact there. There was definitely contact with the wall. Hunted's hit the wall. The Bottas wall. Coming on the last corner. And he's going to be I think he's going to be a sitting duck. for Leon.
Yeah, I mean, Entrusted just come out watching this kind of battle unfold, to be honest. He's out the pit lane.
Yep, and down the
casually.
inside he tries. Wrong button. Ah, there we go. Not sure that there's a lot Hunted could do there. Leon with the DR still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, mate, what are you
Oh, Jesus.
doing?
Thing is, that front wing down is probably hampering his braking, and he just couldn't, like, stop the car, maybe, I don't know.
That,
But
that's
anyway,
a
there's
good
a few
point,
battles
actually,
up the front. Dano's 9/10 behind him, behind Assassin, as Annual with a very late pit entry. Ran over the curbs and everything, so that could have... No Codemasters, that probably would have given him a penalty for corner cutting. And just because I want to say this, because I love this series and it starts on Friday. Formula E is starting on Friday. Yay.
Yes. I was
It's
searching
it's on
for it like
BBC
how
Sport.
as far as I can remember. BBC?
Yeah, it's on BBC Sport now. They're going to broadcast the races. Yeah.
Okay. As far as I can
As-
remember, I was searching for it the whole of this evening, so I can't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, Trusted literally having a wheel-to-wheel fight with Leon as he's going to go down the inside. He's on the softer tyres, so gets the braking done and he's through. But Trusted has the DRS on Leon, but Leon had the DRS on Hunted. So those two are going to book have DRS. So Hunted's going to feel like a sitting duck because she's getting minced, who gets another penalty. So Hunted's ranked up a few of them lately in this race so far. So
Yes.
he's struggling, I think, with the track limits. As Assassin gets the 3 second
Will
time
be
penalty as
Sassin
he's
speeding the
pitting.
pits. Dano's speeding the pits as well.
Ooh. That's not going to help.
Yeah, I'll just try and say it quickly. I was looking for Formula E today. As far as I can remember, I didn't actually watch last season. It was on Channel 4. I found it on Eurosport. I didn't see anything on BBC, but then again, I didn't.
Well,
even know
I
to
think a
look
few
there.
races are being streamed on BBC, but I don't know. I haven't read 100% into it, but I'll have to.
Okay, I'll definitely look at that.
Well,
BBC's easier to get
But-
into than Eurosport.
yeah. Anyway.
Anyway,
Trusted
Entrusted.
21 on the back of Hunted.
He's-
Trusted running high wings because he's with the DRS. He's not even. Oh, he's running low ERS actually. Never mind.
Yeah,
So
this
he's
is
not moving
something I
fast
was
as
picking
quick
up
as usual.
on. This is something I was picking up on. I was on the hard tyres yesterday. Shadowclaw in Mercedes, he was on soft tyres. He was finding it unbelievably difficult to get past me. I just couldn't understand it because obviously softs are better in every single way. Almost, obviously the degradation more, but yeah, he just couldn't get a move to stick. So maybe that is something. As Assassin gets yet another penalty, he's not exactly helping himself there.
And meanwhile, onto the podium has pitted and he's coming out behind Easton. So he's been overtaken in this
Oh,
race.
Easton's leading, okay. Well, Easton has work cut out for him, but he's in the lead right now.
Yeah.
However, probably not for much
This is right
longer.
over the
2
curb there,
seconds, the gap to podium.
That'll
Easton
come
on
down in
old
a lap.
hards, podium on brand new softs.
Yeah, that'll be demolished.
And he's already doing it, he's already down to 1.8. Entrusted has now got Phoenix just in front of him from the pits. Luggy's got past Leon Minor on the pit straight. Entrusted, trying to go down the inside, but Phoenix is defending. Tries to send it around the outside. Well, okay, kind of cutting off Phoenix there a bit. Phoenix very deep into the hairpin and Entrusted. P6. I believe there's a move going on between Luggy and Leon, but it doesn't appear to have gone anywhere. And there we go, the race leader AMS Eaton has just been overtaken by onto the podium, who has already got a half a second gap within about, what, 2 seconds? Oh dear. It's already a second. Ah, you're still there, okay. That's good. Luggy's half a second behind his teammate Hunted. And he's got DRS and he's using as much DRS as he can going down the pit straight. He's going for it, he's going for it. Hunted might be going for a switch back, that was close. Never mind.
Hunted's still
Luggy,
running around wing damage. Yeah, he is.
He is.
Bloody hell. He's been going for ages as well. He's really going to be struggling.
I mean, it's working out for him, I suppose. He's not exactly losing that much.
I mean, I guess so, yeah. Oh, look, he
Question,
penalty.
why is OMH still going? He's left the session twice, plus his car's already pitted and come out again. And he's
Doesn't
probably
tire
just
it,
held
so
up
it just
podium
keep
at
going.
Easton. So I've just seen Easton in front of him.
Well, it's probably like you might not be able to get back in or something, I don't know. So he can't like go in and then just like retire his car in the pit lane now, I'm not sure. Oh, Brett! I went on board with him there, he literally just completely back end flew away from there and he bent it in a wall. Jesus, that was close.
He's already done that once tonight, I don't think he wants to have that again.
Oh! Hunted Laxative comes into the pit lane to presumably go into the mediums.
And he is.
Yes.
And he's also getting a front wing.
Which will probably be knocked off within half a lap.
Probably so. Which effectively ends the battling for the moment. However, Phoenix appears to be gaining slightly on Entrusted.
A bit weird, because he's on 2 lap old hards, and Trust is on fresh enough
Yeah.
soft. So
Maybe
it's
hard's
maybe-
surprisingly better here than we realised, because I was keeping, obviously as I said before, I was keeping ahead of a soft runner. Somehow.
Wait a minute, is that
Podium,
true?
my fastest lap. Right.
That can't be true. Mauricio Pochettino sacked by Tottenham.
Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Is that true?
Well, if it is, then that's unfortunate, but I think sadly inevitable. Good old BBC News. Tottenham
Yeah, that's-
sack Mauricio Pochettino. That is on the
Oh my
news.
god.
Official
Oh.
news, that is.
Oh wow. Okay, that's new.
Ugh.
Fair
I
enough.
mean,
Right.
I saw that coming from a mile off, not gonna lie. They've been too inconsistent this season to really justify keeping him on, but... Yeah.
I
That's
don't follow
unfortunate for
Tottenham's fitness process, so I don't really care.
Yes, I'm a Manchester United fan, so... Haha. Then again, I'm one to
Assassin's
talk
get
because I'm a
some penalty.
Manchester United fan. Yeah.
Well, I support Juventus, but if it's going to be a Premier League thing, it'd be definitely be Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm...
They're just the people's team, to be fair. Or
I mean,
Arsenal,
I've got
but-
family in Nottingham, they are die-hard Scousers.
Oh. But anyway,
Yeah.
WOR Dark Phoenix
Eastern
is right
Pits.
on the back of Entrusted now. Oh yeah. Loses second place, but I think
Mediums.
he's going to lose third maybe. Yeah, he's going to lose... He'll come up ahead of Daniel, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he does. So Dark Phoenix is on the back of Entrusted, and he's probably going to move past him with the DRS. They're going to be able to get through. He easily passed. And there he goes. Using his ERS as well, so he's maybe running low wings. Yeah, so WOR Dark Phoenix after debuting in Japan, he's doing well so far in his second race, P6. Might be able to get higher if there's any more crashes or DNFs. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the latter stages of the race. But we'll look at some other stuff. So Leon at the moment is the only one not to make a stop. He's been on those hards since the start of the race. 20 lap hold hards. 20? Wait, what? He hasn't stopped, then why is it on 20? He should be on 22, technically. Unless he's 2 laps down. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Oh, hello. That's not the right way, Hunted.
You know, OMH is just about to be
section's
lapped by
just catching out so many drivers.
Dano 132. But let the AI car just move out the way.
He's kept his wing intact.
Right, what did I miss?
Oh, Hunted lost it in the S's.
Oh. Wait, have you been watching the chat at all?
No.
Okay, because I haven't. So I'm just going to go put that back on.
I do it
because
to
I've still got
I
my
do it to
charge.
try and save my internet, as Eastern is just going to the back of Dano.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's knocked his end plate off. On the opposite side, that's another thing confusing me. You hit him on the right, you damage your left. How does that work?
Physics 101. Featuring Codemasters.
I mean, it's vice versa
Yeah,
on this occasion.
Easton, probably going to get past now.
And it doesn't seem to be
Dano
affecting him
with
at
the
all.
DRS. And he moves through past the
Oh,
Ferrari.
what the hell? I'm not
And
sure
he's
he's allowed to do that, just suddenly swoop in front there.
Left.
Oh, he's going past, he just suddenly swiped to the left.
Trying to get the inside, or the racing line. I don't know.
No, but he was still, Dano was
And I
still
thought-
there.
I mean, as long as they didn't crash into each other, then it's fine.
Trust
then
is
Trust
pitted
has
for
pitted
mediums,
now, so-
P45. Yep.
He's back on his way. So Trust is still running around in the points on his race back from his holiday, so he's doing well at the moment. Over to gain a few positions, he's on the fresher tyres, and maybe there's going to be crashes or pit stops ahead that will gift him those positions. As Hunted, another penalty. This guy must have so many penalties by now.
Jeez.
You know what I was saying about AMS corner cutter? If they're in third position. Yeah, I've called Hunted corner cut. Well, corner cutting LAX maybe, I don't know.
Language.
Like what?
You said a word during corner cutting that we really shouldn't be saying on stream.
No, I said corner cutting. Oh, he's crashed. Ooh.
Oh,
He's round. On stream as
Oh,
well, he
dear.
actually just lost the back end coming through the first part there, so Hunted.
Leon's going very slowly
Oh, that's a
indeed
bear.
down the pit straight. Oh, we got a safety car! Safety car!
Oh wait, what? Where? Eh?
What the hell happened there?
Who? What? What? What the? What the? No. Right, this race just turned on its head. So this podium.
What?
When? What happened?
What happened that warrants a safety car? Hunted
Right, if that was because
spun,
Hunted spun,
but got
if
back
that was
going
because of
again.
that, I
How
would
the hell does that
actually
warrant a
cried.
safety car?
Oh, for God's sake, man. Are you
He's
joking
no,
me?
he spun it but got back going again immediately. How the hell is that a safety car? What the hell is wrong with this game?
I don't know what to do.
What this has done,
I'm so
this
confused.
is... Yeah, with the amount of gaps, how long is it going to take to get it all back into safety car order?
Oh, it's going to take too long. So,
Yeah.
Pony's caught up to the safety car now. Next up will be Assassin, who's 25 seconds behind, so we're going to be sitting here for a while, I reckon. But so many people have come into the pits, including Podium, so everyone's going to have fresh rubber. And once the safety car peels into the pit lane, eventually, we're going to go racing and hopefully have some action like we did in the first couple of laps. So yeah. Assassin's got some
Maybe the
catching up
safety
to
car
do.
driver got bored for having not really been used at all, and says, you know what, stuff this, I'm going to go out and ruin the race.
Oh, true.
Because that's basically what they've just done.
As Hunter's caught up to Podium's P1 car, so Hunter's gone from 11th to 2nd. What a recovery drive. Technically, Hunter should be allowed to pass these guys to unlock himself. So,
And he oh my god!
okay. I mean, that was a bit sudden.
I'm not allowed to say what I was about to say after saying it last week. You reminded me of that. That
Yes.
was not a very wise decision, Mr. Hunted, and he's just been disqualified.
Dear.
That is a potential. That might be a glitch because he went overtaking the safety car. I'm not.
Wait a minute, he's still driving.
What? Is he?
Yeah, look,
Should,
he's fine. He didn't get disqualified, were you? What? Yeah, we're having a glitch.
sure it's not the
session
AI
right
just
now.
going around to find a place to
No,
stop?
no, no, no. It's still, look, if you look at its steering inputs, you can tell that's a player, not an AI.
Okay, the line he just took there, I'd have to agree with you.
Yeah, he's fine. It's
Yeah.
just the game's glitched and told us that he's been disqualified. So yeah, that's good. As the field has caught up to the safety car, and we are bunching back up. And I think the guy that's furthest away from everyone else is probably Brett, I believe.
Yeah, he's just going through the stadium. He's a
Yeah.
mile behind.
Is the safety car going to
Hunter's
go
just
before he
coming
even gets
into
there
the
because
stadium.
he's quite far behind? Yeah, Hunter's unlapped himself. I guess but it's the game's said on our screen that it's illegal, but on the screen it's probably illegal. So I don't know what happened, to be honest. Yeah, the field bunched up. As this is going to hamper Beast Assassin's progress because look, between Podium and Assassin, you've got the AI car of OMH, which is right there.
Probably something interesting to note, his disqualification is not listed in the race director.
That's a visual
So
glitch.
I think it's just a random notification glitch there.
Yeah.
I still stand by what I say. Skip 2020 and fix your stuff.
I mean, yeah, true.
Not that they're gonna, because they have a contract, but yeah.
Yeah, for like
And they've probably been
5 more years.
The game's probably, yeah, and they've also got the extra 2 years, potential 2027, and yeah, the 2020 game's probably been in production since 2018. So
This well, the thing
yeah,
is, they
they've
said
probably
that
gone
about this game, but
way
it
too-
clearly hasn't been in progress for that long because it's no different to any other game. Still same glitches, same everything. So there's more. I mean, I guess there's
The
some
only really
things
thing
that
to
are
note
better
is
in every game.
is the facelifting on the cars, and the fact that the
Yeah.
tires are now shiny when they're new.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
that's
I,
it,
like,
actually.
so, I mean,
They added the
although
extra
this game
details
is-
with the lighting.
yeah.
That's about it.
Although this game is full of glitches, it's probably my favourite game to be fair because of all the new stuff that they've added. To be fair, more customization,
Yeah.
more. I mean, it's just fun to be honest. Although people find the game to be a pain in the arse, I just like it. So, oh well. It's my opinion.
So Brett has finally caught up.
After how long? I mean, I'm yawning away, so it's
I think
obviously
that is
been
an
a while.
entire lap.
Yeah. As Hunter just unlapped himself and is about to catch up to the pack, so Hunter's just
Yeah, so
he's going around.
so
Right,
if
so-
Brett was thinking his race is over, having been
Oh.
so far behind, safety car in the
So here we
lap,
go.
that's brilliant. Hunter,
Okay, I
get
tell you
your
what.
ass
AMS Easton is going to have a
Yeah,
great
if-
advantage here because he's in the softs, but
Yeah.
everyone else on the mediums. But at the same time,
If
screws
Brett
that
was
over
thinking his
because
race was over, having been
oh
so
my
far behind,
God.
he might have just been given a lifeline by this glitched out safety car, and they're basically stopped in the stadium.
Yep.
Podium rather unreasonable. Just backing
And
up
Podium
speed
did it.
there.
And he's off. So we are back racing again. Green flags, and OMH is letting everyone through after literally being in P2 in the safety car train. As here comes AMS Eastern. Oh, the other side of 3. What's happened? Oh, that's just
That'll be OMH,
that
I
is.
think.
Yeah. As Easton's going to try and go around the outside of Easton Assassin, side by side. He's going
He's
to
got
hold
the
it.
line. Oh no, he's been hit!
No! Oh god. Oh wow. Okay. But anyway, that's happened.
As if Eastern
That's-
State
that's
couldn't
still
get
a
any
fight.
worse.
I know, poor guy. It's supposed to be Eastern and Assassin. We've gone from P2 and P3 to 10th
DQ in
and 11th.
qualifying. Second to 11th after a safety car. that
His
wasn't
championship's
supposed
going to be going,
there.
going
Yeah.
downhill at the moment. Sucks. But it's what happened unfortunately during racing.
I think one more race
But
like that,
anyway.
that might be that.
Yeah. But anyway, Daniel is on the back of Dark Phoenix, who's also on the back of Entrusted, who's also back on the back of Dano. So when DRS becomes available, we're going to have a train and a half to deal with. As Leon Minor gets a penalty in the stadium, it looks like. Oh my god, the train right now.
And we already have a train.
Goes from Luggy to Dano, I believe. As Luggy goes on the defensive very early. As Leon's going to swoop past, but he's going to get the slipstream of the car ahead, which is Daniel, so he's probably going to move past him. Usually Luggy ducks back into the slipstream to try and get a bit of a tow. Oh, Luggy, don't dive bomb there, it's a bit risky. So Luggy has been passed by Leon. Leon's up into 6th. After I believe starting on the back row of the grid, I'm pretty sure. He's starting quite far back. How do I check? Just gonna change. WR, Dark Phoenix and Leon up 10th places, both of them. So those two are making gains, biggest gainers out of those lot. But those two are actually on the soft tyres, so they're going to have a bit of a pace advantage over everyone else. But at the end of the race, those tyres are not going to feel great. Yeah, can Dark Phoenix get past Entrusted and maybe attack? Maybe get up to attack Dano. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the next straight, hopefully, because I think the RS should be enabled soon.
Much
There you
better
go.
line through that thing there. The stadium session.
Dark Phoenix has got Entrusted right where he wants him. Wait, oh, he's not going to have the DRS, is he? No, he's not going to have it, but he's still going to, with the, it's probably lower aero. They'll try, oh, it's so close to one another. I've got fastest lap on by accident. Crap.
Oh, hello.
Trusted
Yep.
very late braking there. As Luggy gets a time penalty. He's got Easton right behind him, so after getting spun, unfortunately, he's really literally progressed up past Assassin, I believe, and past now Luggy. So
Yes.
corner cutting, AMS corner cutting is past Luigi.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the graphic at the end that says how many penalties these guys have.
Oh god, that'd be awful.
P45 is right on the diffuser of Leon Minor, and he did just cut the corner there, so he deserves that.
And so
penalty.
did Assassin. Bloody hell. Stop corner cutting! Oh.
Very
As
close
we're
indeed
99
there,
minutes on-
Daniel.
oh, this stream's gone on for ages because we're on 99 minutes and we're only on lap 31. Oh, I thought this has gone on for ages.
Well, that's
Easton
oh my
dived down
god,
the inside final
Easton.
corner. Out of nowhere, fair enough.
That is that legal? Was he allowed to do
I
that?
don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess
Okay.
so. But Dark Phoenix has now got past
Oh, and
Entrusted.
Phoenix.
Ooh, Phoenix got a podium on his second race.
Oh,
Entrusted cuts the corner and gets a penalty.
I was watching that.
As actually, you've got Leon on the charge, also behind him. He's also going to DRS on Entrusted, so he's going to have a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, what I was saying then, when you have Q1, that tends to add a fair few minutes in.
Yeah, I know. The last couple of times it was short quality to be fair as well, so. Yeah. 100
That was
minutes
probably
on the
a sub
stream.
hour.
Oh. Good evening to the 10 viewers that we have
Phoenix
right now.
continuing to push. He's almost on the back of
Oh,
Dano.
what's happened?
Yellow
oh, hunted.
sector 2, I think that's hunted.
Hunted round. Yep.
And then
He's
he
having
is.
the right mare. Brett might have been involved. He's quite far behind Luggy in 9th. Daniel gets another penalty.
P45.
Oh, this little train that we have here. Easton on the back of Leon and Leon's on the back of Entrusted. There's going to be a little DRS train. So who's going to take the biggest advantage out of this? I think Leon is.
Gonna be
Leon's
Leon.
going to surge past.
Easton's coming as well, entrusted.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing he can
Entrusted,
do.
Poor guy.
As Phoenix wheel to wheel gets past Dano just ahead of them.
Oh, go on. I want to see
That was
that.
a beautiful
I'll watch in the
move.
back. Oh,
Yeah, I've just
So-
seen that just ahead of them.
Dark Phoenix up to P2. Nice.
Fair play. Very nice.
I'm praying that I'll forget a podium.
Obviously, there's an abundance of
division.
penalties, so
Oh,
I
hunted,
don't
not
actually
another
know who's
one.
going to finish where.
Right, I had to look at this. Hunted. LAX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, even. 7. Yeah, 7 penalties.
Nice.
And Sassy gets another one. There's so many penalties in this race.
Entrusted
Oh,
gets one.
Trusted.
And that's unfortunate because he was in a podium position. Now he might actually be losing points. I don't know.
Oh, Daniel went deep.
Easton is all
Sassy
over
running
the
outside.
back of Leon. Don't
Nice
you dare go for a
move.
dive bomb there, mate. Right.
So Easton's made good progress. He's rapid.
Yeah.
He's got what? Got spun, and he's already going up to already attacking 4th place. The kid's got pace.
He
I was
could
gonna say
get-
man,
get
but
a
he's actually a
podium.
man. He's a little kid, to be honest. Yeah, but can he get that podium? Which he did lose. Oh, Leon into the back of him. Late braking, I think. Just got a better run there, and Leon hit the back of Easton going into turn 1. But Entrusted's going to have the DRS advantage on Leon. But I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a dive. As Hunted Laxative comes into the pits to fit the soft comb on the tyres and try for fastest lap. But if you get it, then I'd be surprised if he didn't spin first and break or something. But yeah. Right. As Daniel with
Easton
another
is already
penalty.
closer to Dano than Dano is to Phoenix.
Oh god.
He's
Dano's just
already in the
losing out.
diffuser.
These softs
Yeah.
are gonna start degrading soon. Because if you look at the tyres, you can see the wear on them already. But he's not gonna give up. Easton isn't, and he's probably gonna get past probably the Renault of Dano, who
And he is.
doesn't defend. Ducks into the slipstream to give him a little bit of oomph going in the straight. Oh yes, oh don't tell me that's Hunted. Oh, it is.
Yep, it is. It's in the same
Why?
section as well.
I told you! I said!
He just can't do
Oh,
it.
God.
That section is, oh my god. I've just gone on board with P45. Assassin and Trusted are all over the place.
Oh my god.
And they are
Side by
literally
side.
wheel to wheel. Guys,
Just diving
behave,
down the side.
behave.
Oh, Assassin's on the
Oh,
inside, leave
come
him
on.
room!
Use
Assassin's
your
a bit-
mirrors.
No,
Come
because you
on,
can just look, you can use the button
Entrusted.
to look back. Sorry, if you had to use your mirrors to
That
look in the... No, I'll tell you what. If this game you
Like
had to
you-
use your mirrors to look in the game, no one would be able to do anything.
Yes, it would make it a lot more difficult to race.
It'd be
but
more realistic,
You know
so yeah.
what I mean. You know what I mean.
Oh, Assassin. Ooh. Okay, so
Yikes.
Pakistan, nice. Oh, Daniel's
Oh,
to the back of him and probably got
P45
something
just
going.
went to the back of...
Oh, look, he's taking advantage. Bloody hell,
my
this is
God.
going mental. This race
Guys.
feels like Mario Kart.
Oh, P45's on the
Oh.
wall.
Easton, leave my driver alone. No.
Oh god, my headset's just come off.
Why is he? Oh my god, I know he's good, but bloody hell.
Hunted another...
How-
Has Hunted
that
just done it
recovery
again?
drive.
He has as well.
I think not. Podium has just got a penalty.
Hunted
I
has
think
no
that's just what-
front wing. Or, no, he's got one, it's just very damaged.
Red Bull are going to get fed off of him now. They're going to oh my god.
It's that exact
Yeah,
same
Gasly all over
sector
again. Although we got P2 in Brazil, GG to the man. Good drive.
Yep.
This is not real life F1, this is
More importantly,
another level.
Carlos Sainz gets McLaren's first podium since 2014.
Hang on.
In the exact same circumstances, I might add.
Oh, Hunted's retired.
When Hunted's...
I guess, is that out? What happened?
Is that in the S section by any chance? Hopefully
Oh god.
AI OMH can get there quick enough. Which
Oh my god!
he isn't. What happened there?
No way. Okay, if you're watching the stream back, you'll see I just had a heart attack. Oh my god.
Was that on stream?
Yes.
Good. 'cause
Basically, look,
I
he's
wasn't
spun at the
watching
S's.
that.
And he's reversed right in front of Brett. And Brett's hit him. That was so scary. Oh my god.
Well, I would explain why Luggy got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision. Jesus.
That was like
Meanwhile,
perfect.
Leon won his
I had the
right
best camera
assassin.
angle. And
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say Podium has won this race, but the fight for P3 is not over between Dark Phoenix and Dano. But, I mean, it's all going to be down to penalties, I think, between these two. Whoever
Yeah.
has enough penalties is going to probably take the podium away from one another, but
Whoever's been the unnaughtiest engine.
your voice just malfunctioned then. Leon,
Yes, it did.
right, so, I think it's safe to say that Podium has won this race, as he started on pole, lost the lead at turn 1, but he went around the outside to, oh no, what's happened? As Leon spun, as
Leon,
Podium
what's he
wins the
done?
Mexican Grand Prix and takes a big leap in the championship over his close rival that finished second, and it hopefully this is going to... So, Easton second, is Dark Phoenix going to hold the podium? Oh, it doesn't.
Dano's got
Oh.
P3. Phoenix had penalties.
Assassin, fastest lap of the race.
Everyone else
last lap,
appears to
so-
be finishing normally.
Yep. Assassin first, entrusted on his debut back. Sixth. Brett 7th after hitting the back. Hang on a minute, Brett's hit Luggy's car and got no wing damage. Are you serious? Right, that needs to be interviewed. As Luggy's going to finish 10th and finish this race after 107 minutes doing this. Oh my god.
I think we need to get
Can't do
life.
I do.
I mean, that's impossible for me, but oh well.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I go to college, but
Oh, there you
this
go.
is what I do.
Look at that. Scotland plus England equals UK flag.
What?
Let's see the podium of the flags. UK in the middle, Scotland and England on the other side. That's how you make the British flag. That's always something that's confused me, like, why is Wales and Northern Ireland never got any representation on the
Oh my
the British
god.
flag?
Hunted had 27 seconds worth of penalties. Jesus.
Jesus. Jinx.
Right, I'll be happy when it's over, not even gonna lie, I've been sitting here, I feel like I've been sitting here for a bit. So
Every
long now.
single driver got at least 3 seconds. Well
I know
done,
one driver
guys.
didn't get a penalty.
Well done.
OMH did not get one.
Oh, that was quick.
Because it was AI half the time.
He wasn't there, was he?
He was there for a little bit and then he just kind of like, he was off.
Finally, on the podium.
Exactly. GG, mate.
Yeah.
Easton, mate.
I just thought I'd let you go and just ride you pretty much.
Whoa.
Ride your slip.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Don't ever say that
Whoa.
again.
Yeah, never say that. No, don't. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Oh, thank God for that.
Oh.
Okay,
So, don't go saying you're riding 12
we might have
girls
had to put a
because-
disclaimer there.
Oh, I've just said it.
Not a disclaimer, what's the thing? PG-13 even. Not American. but- Anyway, we're
Right.
not American, so...
Yeah. So we'll start off with the man that finished in third position not on the road, but he finished because of penalties. The person that seems to have a lot of support in chat from Luke Shine, which is Hunted, the guy that can't drive, and
Wow.
so
Oh,
Wow.
did you? Okay, I'm sorry. If you watch this race back, you'll see how many times he spun at the S's.
that's
You
unbelievable.
can't argue, but I'm not sure you should be saying that. Just, yeah.
Too late.
Well, yes, obviously, you can't... Time travel's not a thing, you can't just unsay it.
Right. Anyway, third position, Dano. First podium, I think, in the league, if I'm not mistaken. But how was that race for you? I mean, you finished fourth on the road, but because of Dark Phoenix's penalties, you got up to P3. So I mean, it must feel pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. First podium, and I was just every lap seeing if his penalties and the cars behind the whole time, just hoping that I could get it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, well, we were sitting in the box really. I mean, not in the box. We were just sitting here in wherever we are. In me and Jedi, just literally watching the amount of penalties that were getting racked up during that race because there were so many that were during that race. And while I'm just here, I'm just going to point out the fact that we've had 111 minutes on the stream and 11 viewers at the moment. So it's literally 11, 11, 11. Well, it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm done. So congratulations, Dano, on your third position.
Thanks.
And yeah, we'll move on to the guy that got spun by Assassin, and then still made his way up to second place. I don't know how he did that, but Easton, good drive from you. I mean, unfortunately in qualifying you left and then you got disconnected, I guess, and then come back and you just disqualified. So, I mean, what was your reaction? What was your reaction when that happened? Because I mean, Jedi would wish we were flies on that wall. Just to listen to that.
Oh, I was pretty annoyed. And when I was doing my Q2 lap on the mediums, I froze at the start of my lap and I missed the line by a second.
Oh no.
So I had to start on 4 lap used hards and then I just had to make my way up from there.
Yeah, it was a bit. I mean, on the stream it just showed like your car stopped in the middle of the track, literally. I was riding on board with a car and your AI car just stopped. Like, it hadn't even returned to the pits, but it was just there. But yeah, in the race, I mean, you started 10th because due to disqualification and literally just had a good rate, and I've been disconnected. Lovely. But yeah, you had a good race. From 10th, literally just gained positions as you usually do. You're very quick to do that. Very good at that. So yeah, congratulations on your second place.
Thank you.
And as always, we'll move on to the man who always seems to win races. Inevitable podium. Seems that's what I'm going to name
That's
you.
my
from now on.
line.
Well, go ahead. No, I'm letting Jedi talk because he's just said it's his line. So
You're the interviewer. When have I ever said anything
right,
in
fine.
interviews that
Podium
like,
P1.
I can do interviews, but they're never as good as yours.
Alright, cool. So in qualifying, 14-2. I mean, what was that? That was stupid. But yeah, GG on that. GG on the race win. I mean, you had a decent start, but I mean, you jumped by the Ferrari at the start, and then you had Dano come in like a rocket behind you, who did end up kind of taking you into the turn 1, but you just swooped around the outside and just kept the lead from then on. To be honest, it was like a 15-16 second gap before I think you came into the pit lane. So I mean, how was it?
Yeah, I mean the qualify. I don't know where the quali lap came from. That was quicker than my time trial time. I was not expecting a 14.2. I was pretty impressed with the 14. So
Oh, nice hacks.
14.2 was
Oh,
The
yeah,
hacks
Easton.
on this guy.
and then the race was. I was going to go for the 1 stop, but it was a shame because I think Owen was keeping up rather well to begin with, and then he lacked out, so it was a shame for him. And then I just decided to go for the 2-stop. That kind of screwed up with the safety car, and then realised I had no fresh softs. But obviously Owen's car was then in between me and Assassin, so I was just able to bolt, and the AI just, I don't know what it was doing, just didn't bother coming with me, and I just had like a 3-second lead straight away from the safety car. So that gave me the breathing room then to obviously Easton, who was on the quicker tyre. But yeah, another good race, and don't know whether I'll be here next week, so oh well, but a good one anyway.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, GG on your win. I guess your
Yes.
championship is going to be looking pretty healthy at this point in time. But, yeah.
I mean, it was only 8
GG.
points coming into the race, so if I don't turn up next
Oh,
week
dear.
and Easton wins, he'll go into the lead of it, so it's...
Go on, Easton.
But yeah, anyway, congratulations on your win. But yeah, Easton, before I end this, I've decided to give you a nickname.
Oh.
AMS Corner Cutting. In qualifying, I literally saw you cut a corner very aggressively, so I was like, okay, you're corner cutting. AMS Corner Cutting.
So that's a quality
So we got-
quality ban then,
Yeah, yeah.
like what happened to me.
Oh.
All I'd say is don't go out, and don't make sure you check the stewards
Naughty
report. Don't
engine.
do what I did, because otherwise you get a race ban.
What naughty engine?